Hello students, welcome to the next session of economics. Today we'll discuss about the topic correlation, and under the correlation we'll discuss about the Karl Pearson's method of calculating coefficient of correlation. So let's see the formula. For calculating the correlation we'll use the formula. The formula is R is equal to n into sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy upon under root n into sigma dx square minus in the bracket sigma dx का whole square into under root n into sigma dy square minus sigma dy का whole square. We will use this formula for calculating the coefficient of correlation in the direct method. This is the direct method for calculating the coefficient of correlation. So what is the meaning of R here? The meaning of R is coefficient of correlation, and n is number of entities or number of items. So we will put the number of items of the series in place of n, and remaining items we will calculate in the formula in the question. So it is very important to learn this formula, and you all should note it down in your copy. Note down the formula. Correlation is equal to n into sigma dx into dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy upon under root n into sigma dx square minus sigma dx का whole square into under root sigma dy square minus sigma dy का whole of square. Let's see a question based on this formula. So students, you can see here the question is given. We need to find out the coefficient of correlation between the x and y, and we know for calculating the correlation, or correlation shows the relationship between the two variables. Here two variables are given. The one is x and the second is y. The items of x are 12, 9, 8, 10, 11, 13 and 7. And in the y variable items are 14, 8, 6, 9, 11, 12 and 3. So now it's your part to note it down, this series. You should note down this question, and in the next step we will solve this question. So while solving this question we need to develop a table. In that table there will be 7 columns. The first column will be of x, second is y. As per your given table of the question we will note it down. After that we will go for the dx, then dy, then dx square, dy square, and lastly we'll do the dx into dy. I think now the question must arise in your mind कि why we are calculating dx, dy, dx square, dy square and dx dy, and what is the meaning of this d term? D means the deviation from x. So we will calculate the mean first, and we will subtract the value or variables item of the x and y from that point of the mean. So in the next step we will calculate the arithmetic mean or the midpoint of the series. Then we'll use them in the dx and dy. Why we are getting dx, dy, dx square and dy square? Because we require these all the items in our formula. So you can see this formula. In this formula we require n sigma dx dy, dx, dy, dx square and dy square. In the next step for calculating the value of dx, here what we did, we'd add the largest and the lowest item of the series 13 and 7, that is 20, and by 2 is 10. So we'll assume x minus 10. So in the third column the value of dx will be 12 minus 10 will be 2, then 9 minus 10 will be minus 1, 8 minus 10 minus 2, 10 minus 10 0, 11 minus 10 1, 13 minus 10 3, and 7 minus 10 is minus 3. Accordingly we'll calculate the values, and I hope you are able to connect to it. We have calculated the values. The values are 2, minus 1, minus 2, 0, 1, 3 and minus 3. Now for the value of dy, what we'll do, again we'll use the same method. We will add the highest and the lowest value and divide it by 2. Highest value is 14, lowest is 3. Then we'll add 14 plus 3 is 17, by 2 is 8.5. In dy means in the y column we will subtract each time 8.5 from the each item. So 14 minus 8.5 will be 5.5 and so on. Then we'll calculate the value of dy. Accordingly we'll square the value of dx column and the value of dy column. We will get dx square and dy square columns. After that we will multiply the dx and dy columns values and we'll get the dx dy item. And at the end we will take or we'll do the summation of each columns in the table. You can see we have calculated the value of dx and then after we have calculated the value of dy. So we assume here it as a 9, not as a 8.5. As a whole number we have assumed. So 14 minus 9 is 5, 8 minus 9 minus 1, 6 minus 9 minus 3, 9 minus 9 0, 11 minus 9 is 2, 12 minus 9 is 3, 3 minus 9 is minus 6. Then dx square is, you can see 2 square is 4, 1 minus 1 square 1, minus 2 square 4, then 0, then 1, 9, 3 square 9, minus 3 square again 9. For 5, if we'll go for the dy square, 5 square is 25, minus 1 square 1, minus 3 square 9, 0 square 0, 2 square 4, 3 square 9 and minus 6 square 36. Now we'll multiply dx and dy. 2 into 5, 10, minus 1 into minus 1, 1, minus 2 into minus 3, 6, 0 into 0, 0, 2 into 1, 2, 3 3 is a 9 and minus 3 into minus 6 is 18. In the next step we will sum up the values. So the value of the column of dx is 0, dy's addition will be 5 2 plus के जो भी है there are the 5 2 7 3 10 and minus 6 minus 3 9 minus 1 plus 10 minus 10 is 0. Again dx square is 4 4 8 and 9 and 10 9 19 19 and 9 28. Then 25 26 26 and 9 35 35 and 4 39 39 and 9 48 48 and 36 is 84. And in the last column there will be 10 1 11 6 17 17 and 2 19 19 and 9 28 and 18 is 46. Now we have the value of dx dy dx square and sigma dx dy. Sigma dx, sigma dy, sigma dx square, sigma dy square and sigma dx dy we have calculated here. Here above the formula, sigma dx is 0, sigma dy is 0, sigma dx square is 28, sigma dy is 84 and n number of items are 7 and sigma dx dy is 46. Now the next step is simple. We need to put these all values in the given formula. If anyone is having in mind how n is 7, so we can calculate the items of the x 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So items are 7, so value of n is 7. I hope now, as we have discussed multiple times the formula, you all have learned the formula. The formula is r is equal to n into sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into dy upon under root n into sigma dx square minus sigma dx का whole of square into under root n into sigma dy square minus sigma dy का whole of square. Now it's your part to put the values in the formula and start calculating the values. Values are, so students, now put the value in the formula. Value of n is 7, so we'll write it as r is equal to 7 into sigma dx dy is 46 into minus sigma dx is 0 into 0 upon n means 7 into sigma dx square is 28 minus sigma dx whole square 0 का square into under root 7 into 40 sigma dy square is 84, 7 into 84 minus 0 का whole square. So now student, you should put the values similarly I have written in the question. Then we'll get the value 7 into 46 upon 7 into 28 into 7 into 84 under root. Then we'll get the value 7 into 46 upon 7 into 28 into 7 into 84 under root ka. Then we'll take common 7. So it will be 7 into 46 upon 7 under root 28 into 84. We'll cancel the 7 and 7. Value will be 28 into 84 under root is 2352. 46 divided by 2352. As we'll take the under root of 2352, it will be 48.49. We'll divide 46 by 48.49. We'll get the value 0.949. So now it is your correlation 0.949. So in this question, we have now calculated the value of correlation, and the value is it is perfect positive correlation. In this question, in between the x and y values, there is perfect positive correlation. Now in homework, you should calculate the value of the x with the help of x and y. You should calculate the value of correlation in the given question. So students, see you in the next session. If there is any query or doubt or questions, we can discuss in the next session or in the online sessions we are conducting, and you can resolve all your queries if you are having in mind. Okay students, see you in the next session.